Opportunity.
Innovation.
Community.
Social.
Ambition.
Diversity. GW4 means collaboration. As an academic, you can often be quite on your own within your institution, so you're limited to the expertise and the resources that your own institution has, whereas GW4 sort of takes away these barriers by allowing you to share resources and expertise between institutions.
Being part of a GW4 institution and being part of a GW4 community is a fantastic opportunity for an individual researcher to meet with like-minded people who have a common interest, to pursue further their field of expertise, but also to better understand the reality of the problem.
Most ideas don't fit into a neat box on any particular disciplinary subject.
There are many other people in the world thinking about similar kinds of questions to you, but in very, very different ways.
The bigger you are, the better a job you can do. So it's really trying to go further, trying to do more.
So we need a variety of different people, and they don't just come from one institution, the expertise come from a number of institutions, and that makes the questions that you can answer much broader in scope. So it actually makes the research much better.
GW4 not only is important for the research aspect, but also having the doctoral colleges which provide the training allow you sort of to develop your own transferable skills, so that when you finish your doctorate or your studies, you've got other skills. You don't have to stay within research, and it's kind of fostering that for future leaders, whatever sort of career you want to go into.
For people slightly more advanced, postdoctoral or at the start of a permanent position, GW4 offers schemes such as the Crucible. You get to meet people working on similar topics from other kinds of disciplines. You get to meet people from other institutions, and suddenly you know 40, 50 people working on similar kind of topics within a fairly constrained area.
You can go to the experts that are sourced across the GW4. You can go for free, and you can get training at each of those institutes from the leaders in those field or research techniques. When I publish my research, it's going to be a lot stronger than if I just stayed in one university. I've actually moved to use a piece of equipment and to learn a technique that I wouldn't have had the opportunity to otherwise.
They have a database which is really easy to search, so people from Exeter can go and use very large equipment in Cardiff very easily, and this enables value for money, so these large pieces of equipment get the most amount of use.
Research is incredibly competitive in terms of getting funding, and through something like a GW4 collaboration, you're able to access colleagues in many other disciplines.
With that interdisciplinary team, makes it much more interesting, much more high quality publications, and hopefully more attractive to external funding agencies.
I think it's important to have these alliances. As research becomes more expensive and more complicated, you need bigger networks to answer questions.
It means that it's coming from 4 institutes of world-leading research, and actually we can then use that brand to slowly expand out into different areas. You'll be presenting research, and actually people will know where you're from.
Without GW4, I wouldn't be in the position that I'm in now, where I now have a collaborative team. So we're not just doing research in the lab in isolation.
It made me really feel like I'm not just working at Cardiff University, actually. I'm in a region, in a set of really interesting, big, powerful research universities that are really interested in working together.
So how do you make the most of GW4?
I think you're only limited by your imagination. Find those collaborators
and seek them out, get to know them.
They're not seeing you as a competitor, but more as somebody that it's good to collaborate with, because that's institutionally approved.
They are striving to build a new model of collaboration, one which is about sharing facilities, and building these communities makes us stronger at an international level, and means also that we can do more meaningful science.